Hey there, hi there, ho there, it's me, Bear the Gen X GM. We are live. We had an errant engineer who was lost in a warp shuttle, and we've got him back now, so life is good.
Hooray!
Yeah, hooray! There you go. He was in his own neutral zone. Let's not turn that into a euphemism, please. Oh, there's my audio feeding over. Give me a second. There we go. That's taken care of. I'm so unprepared today. So, thank you everybody who's joined us, and for anybody who's watching on the replay, thank you for that as well. Clearly, you all enjoyed the last, the session 0 or the pilot episode or whatever you want to call it that we did, because I got a lot of feedback from people on it. Clearly, I'm not supposed to run fantasy games anymore. I'm just supposed to run Star Trek. Apparently, the rule. Wait till I run a superhero game. Maybe I'll get something from that. That'd be nice. But the end result, high result, and medium result. Look at what Cody's wearing. Looky. Looky. Cody went nerd on us. It's awesome. And now there's been discussion about the rest of them going nerd at some point in the future. So who knows what will happen. Oh, plus we also have a thing going, which is if all of them do costumes and Bunny does the eyebrows and the ears for a Vulcan and Sean does his trill spots, we will purchase a Q judge costume for me to wear. So, you want to super chat that up, go right ahead. As always, super chats will get first attention on anything we ask or anything from the game, from the ZNet gallery, as we put it. But remember, it is a live place. We can't super focus on the chat. So, please be respectful of that and patient with us as we take time. Now that we have all said everything we've done, we're going to do a fast round the board for everybody to remind everybody who their character is, and maybe say one or two little sentences about who they are. And we're going to do that and work our way around. We'll start, of course, to technically my front, but here in computer land to my left, we've got Captain Gideon Novak. Go ahead, please, sir.
I am Captain Gideon Novak, and I'm very happy to be here, though sometimes these people irritate.
And next to him, we've got Cody.
Dr. Jeb Taylor, Chief Medical Officer at your service, sir.
There we go. And then if we go down to the square beneath me, we've got
Commander Chuck Davison, Chief Engineer.
Oh man, you guys, your audios are all over the map. It's amazing. One's super loud, one's super low. I'll get there. Yes, Lieutenant Commander Chuck. Don't call him
Cliff.
Davis.
Clifford, Cliffy, anything
Cliffy.
like that.
Cliff. Okay, and then next to him we've got
Lieutenant Vered Trell, Chief of Security and Tactical, at your service.
There you go. And then finally, but by no stretch of the imagination leastly, we have
Nevea, the Vulcan. What the fuck?
Command Cadet.
Command Cadet.
who's also a little high. It's okay. She's been hopped up on goofballs. It's okay. We'll get there.
Yep.
So when we had last left, we had done our pilot episode, and one of the things we need to point out is that, there's always going to be some alterations to things after a pilot episode, and we had been presenting it as they were on board the Sojourner as an Onimaru class starship. Well, let me tell you something. If there's one thing that's hard to find, it's any information on an Onimaru class starship. Therefore, we had a little conversation. I gave them some choices, and they settled on a Luna class starship. Now, the Luna is most famous as being the Titan, which was Riker's ship after the Enterprise. And they're normally named for moons. In the books, it's only the Terran moons, but, this is my universe, so I can do what I want. And I've decided that Sojourner is the name of one of the moons on the Terra Prime colony world, and it's a moon that it has like an elliptical orbit. It doesn't have a circular orbit. So as a result, the Sojourner sometimes comes in and brings nice weather, and it's considered a really good thing when she visits the planet maybe a couple times a year. So that works out really well. And hello to everybody in the chat. Again, can't really talk to everybody and type to everybody like I normally would on a live stream, so I'm going to do my best to say hello, and do my best. Yeah, she's Romulan, Ale, and Vulcan. She's loopy. She's gone loopy. And of course, guys, say hi to each other in the chat like you always do. It keeps things going. So we had left off our first episode, or our pilot episode, with the Sojourner going to be getting underway in the morning, which she did. As Starfleet Command has not yet given you specific instructions, you were ordered to head to an area known as the Carstairs Anomaly. The Carstairs Anomaly is a section of Federation and Romulan space that bleeds over the neutral zone. It's maybe a couple of light years wide, a couple of light years tall. It's just like a bubble, but it is basically an anomaly where there are no stars. There are strange gravimetric fields, and it is one of the number one places that the Romulans only swear on Scouts Honor. Starfleet never does this. Is an excellent sneak across the border place because it's very hard to track anything in that area with long distance scanners. Hence why ships like your own will be sent down to that area to basically just do a patrol and keep an eye out for anybody trying to sneak across. Smugglers also like to bring Romulan ale across the border through that, and Federation contraband the other way. So sometimes ships are expected to be a little bit of a merchant marine. Admiral Jellicoe clearly made it clear to you, Captain Novak, this is not your permanent assignment. This is your temporary assignment while fleet restructuring is undergoing, as you still don't have your full crew, and he doesn't want to give you a permanent assignment until such time. With that, adhering to the Federation Warp 4 speed limit, you've been trucking along to the area known as the Carstairs Anomaly. Hello all in the chat, so that way everyone knows I'm here and I'm alive. It has been a couple of days. Warp 4 is not particularly fast in this time. It is merely what it is. The Sojourner has been... She's a relatively new ship. She's already done her shakedown from Utopia Planitia, but this is her first actual in-the-field go. And as a result of that, there are problems that are popping up here and there. And Chuck Davison is a busy, busy man running all over the ship and running his engineering team to make sure this biomimetic gel pack and this, isolinear thing and what have you is all functioning well. And one day the replicators just started giving out banana pudding. That's all they would give out no matter what happened. So Davison and Muse got together and they dragged Navia into it so she could learn some stuff. And the three of them spent about a day digging around in the guts of the computer core until they figured out what was wrong. And it was as they say in Star Wars, it was a bad motivator. It was a bad isolinear chip that needed to be replaced. But once it was replaced, everybody was happy again. Though some people, including Conan, the Klingon, were upset that the banana pudding was gone. He seemed to be quite fond of it, and he thought it was quite the impressive meal, and it was enjoyable. But that's basically the kind of stuff you're dealing with, minor inconveniences and headaches. For you, Captain Novak, this is giving you an excellent chance to catch up on paperwork, catch up on fleet reports and things like that, and just get yourself back up to speed. For you, Dr. Taylor, this has provided you plenty of time to run everybody through their physicals. So everybody has had their physical here unless they've specifically chosen to avoid their physical. And then that will be something we'll have to deal with in character. It is a warrior's pudding. That is correct. Yes. And for security, well, the nice part about a bunch of people coming together is that there's going to be a lot of, working out the rough edges as everybody learns to sort of gel together. So between physicals for the Doctor, there's been a few dust ups between some people. I mean, the Dominion War left a lot of scarring on some people, and some of the younger people that never fought in the war and are just new to Starfleet sometimes might say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing that causes a vet to feel the need to introduce them to the business end of a Captain Kirk flying butt kick. And then the next thing you know, security's got to get involved and people are going to sick bay for minor abrasions. But it's been mostly okay. It hasn't been chaos personified thus far. We find the ship cruising along at Warp 4. Captain Novak is in the center seat, reading over just a pad about Romulan fleet movements reported in the area and things like that. Commander Davison finds himself underneath the Sciences station, rewiring some optic cables. Dr. Taylor, you are in sick bay, basically cataloging and making sure everything is right with Nurse Bethel. Command Cadet Navia has been assigned a little bit of operations. So you're sitting where Data sits on the Enterprise D, basically beside the flight control, learning how to run operations stuff. And that's all fun and good. Behind you, Lieutenant Trowell stands at the tactical station. And across from Navia sits Lieutenant Zimmer flying the ship along. It is autopilot. It is boring. It is routine. The XO is off shift right now, so she's not on the bridge with you. Anybody want to talk to anybody, or shall we just keep moving along? I leave it up to you guys. I will not direct you, as I've been hearing people don't like that apparently in role-playing games. What do I know?
I'm just reading my pad.
Okay.
I'm stuck in the guts of engineering trying to.
Did you miss the part where I said you're on the bridge underneath the sciences?
I'm on the bridge. Yes, I did miss that part.
You're
I'm
doing
sorry.
work, sir.
Look, I'm still buried in an engineering console. Seriously, like if I cannot find this stupid chip,
So Lieutenant Muse looks down at you as you're muttering to yourself, and she says, "Commander, I do not believe chips possess intelligence."
no offense, Commander, but you clearly have not worked with enough computers because they're dumb.
So she just sort of blinks and, Lieutenant, not Commander, and
Sorry,
I am a computer.
I gotta find this thing.
Let me get this. So Lee sardonically across, like trying to make it as little sotto voce as possible, goes, "Slow down, Chuck. I'll get you some dip for your other boot." And that's life on the bridge. Navia, there's a message coming in.
I will check. Is it on my
It's on your console in front of you, and it's basically it's not a priority 1, it's a priority 2 message, which means Starfleet Command, but it's not like, oh my God, we're at war, but it is important.
Captain, an incoming message.
Yeah.
Trial, you can see it at your station as well because Tactical gets that as well, and you can see that it's priority 2 from Starfleet Command.
Is it private?
It doesn't say.
Doesn't say. It's priority 2, Captain.
On screen.
I will put it up on screen.
So you pop it up on screen, and you see the head of Admiral Jellicoe, who's there, and he goes,
Admiral.
"Morning, Captain. Hope everything's going well for you."
Yes.
Good. I hate to break up your pleasure cruise, but we have a little bit of a situation forming that we need you to investigate immediately. I'm transmitting coordinates at this time to your ship. There is something inside the Carstairs anomaly. It's drifted across from the Romulan side, and we've been tracking it through the watchtower stations. We'd like you to investigate and report back on it.
There is a something.
That's the best they've been able to tell me. You know how scientists are. They don't like to say what it is unless they absolutely know. To which Chuck, you see Muse go, that's a fair cop.
We will investigate immediately.
Very good. Good luck, and report back when you can. Jellicoe out. And it goes dead.
I hang up.
Lay in the course for the coordinates.
Speed, Captain?
Warp 4.
I'll immediately do a long-range scan to see if we're close enough to get any information.
All right. So to do a long-range scan, you're going to have to pick your 2 things that you have. So it's going to be your discipline and your discipline and the other one. Sorry, what?
Tech?
Well, no, it's a term for it. I always forget the term. So attribute. Thank you. So pick your attribute and your discipline. So for this, it would be reason and science.
Oh,
And you only need 2 successes on this. So what is your total of reason and science, sir?
11.
11. So you roll your 2d20, and either of them that comes up under 11 is a success. But do you have a focus you can apply?
Focus I can apply. Shipboard tactical.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Why not?
Okay. Well, I rolled 12 and an 18.
So sadly, neither of those would be. What is your total? You said 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So neither of those is under. So basically, the background radiation and the issue with the Carstairs anomaly itself is causing you to be unable to scan. Now, a Starship has pretty good scanners, but those watchtower stations are designed to be, Romulan War, Cold Era type listening posts. They're much more powerful scanners.
can you remind me the warp 4 speed limit, or if there are contingencies to go over that?
Whenever you are assigned to something that requires a certain amount of haste, you are allowed to exceed warp 4. But if you're just going somewhere for the sake of going somewhere, you have to adhere to the warp 4 speed limit.
Okay. And then what are the ramifications for going, say, full top, warp 9?
Well, you're going to have an engineer bouncing his head off an under console the minute he hears you say that, and it's warp 9 is a top speed, but it also puts a lot of strain on the ship and the engines, so it can cause a lot of problems. Hence why they don't do it as often as you would think they would.
Chuck, can we go to warp 9?
Lee turns his head to look at you and just mouths at you, Chuck.
I just turn my look.
I mean, we can do it, sir. We have not really been able to this real quick. This is a brand new ship, right?
Yeah, like I said, she's past her shipyard shakedown, but this is her first out of port experience.
We have not really had a chance to give her a proper stress test.
Is it that you need a test? Is that the problem?
Sir, this is a brand new ship. It'll do it, but I don't think I don't know.
I appreciate your concern. Don't you think that now would be an excellent time to try it?
I mean, if you want me to do it, we'll do it.
So Lee glances over his shoulder and goes, "Sir, warp 7 would get us there in less than 5 minutes. Really, no need to jump up to warp 9. Captain's discretion, of course."
Fine, warp 7. Get ready for warp 9, Chuck.
All right, and I'd pull out my pad and just notate. Yeah, okay, this is the next thing we need to do is make sure everything's ready for that.
So does your pad have are you connected to the rest of the engineering team as you put these things on? Is basically, hey guys, these jobs will pop up, fix them before I get to them and I'll love you more. Is it that type of a thing?
No, it's more for me. I haven't quite sussed out the team yet. So, I'm still, I don't talk as much as I need to.
Fair. So Lee pushes it up to warp 7, and you're now moving along at a nice little click. And she's got a nice hum to her. You can feel the deck plates underneath you, Chuck. She's doing all right. She's not breaking or anything like that. So that's always good. 5 minutes later, you drop down out of warp to impulse, and you see on screen before you the Carstairs anomaly. Like I said, it's about a light year across in all directions. It's just a big bubble in space. It does straddle across the neutral zone as well. It sits on both sides, and it's kind of got when you see a bubble with oil and it has that sort of rainbow sort of thing going on. Well, it sort of has that, but it's more plasmatic than oily, and that's sort of what you're looking at. And Lieutenant Muse looks at you and goes, "Sir, the Carstairs anomaly will cause problems for our sensors and potentially other systems."
Problems? What kind?
We could be blind once we're inside.
Do we have to go inside in order to check for this mystery ship or anomaly?
Attempting to scan, sir. And she starts scanning, and she's like, "I am able to detect the gravimetric shadow of the anomaly, but nothing more at this distance, sir."
Sir, if I may suggest,
the bubble. So she stops talking.
If I may suggest, sir, we scan the area outside of the anomaly first, make sure it's clear before we do any action inside the anomaly.
Yes, that sounds prudent. Proceed.
I'll start initiating scans.
All right, go ahead and give me a scan. What are you scanning for specifically? You're looking for enemy ships? What?
Well, given that I'm tactical, yes, I'm going to look for enemy ships not necessarily enemy, but anybody who doesn't belong here. Other
fair
ships.
Enough. Non-Starfleet. Okay. Yeah. What focuses do you have that might apply to this? Actually, I should just look at your damn character sheet, shouldn't I?
Well, shipboard tactical would be the closest one again.
Yeah, okay, I'll allow it. You only need one success. So we're using the same thing as we used. This time we're using security as opposed to science. So we're using reason and security, which is 15. And if you get any that are half of your discipline, it counts as 2 successes.
Okay. So 2 dice. I got a 4 and a 2.
No, it's not a half, below your thing. So 4 and a 2. So that's 3 successes. So you scan and you sort of extended the sensors even a bit to try and get around the other side of it and sort of see how much you can get. I'm going to give you a mitzvah, which is, that was a really good hot roll. You can keep that success for momentum, or I can give you a bonus from it. Which would you like to do?
Collect the momentum.
Collect the momentum? All right. So the current scan immediately on the Federation side and as far into the neutral zone as you can scan, there are no other vessels in the area.
Could we send in a probe?
Absolutely, sir. Preparing a Type 3 probe. And
Launch when ready.
aye, sir. Probe away. And you fire off a probe. Telemetry coming in, sir. And she's just waiting and waiting because it's telemetry. It's not very exciting. Probe has stopped transmitting, sir. Once it crested into the event horizon of the Carstairs anomaly, we lost communication with it. As I feared, once we are inside the anomaly, we will not be able to communicate with the outside world.
What was the data?
Standard information. Nothing that came up that we don't already have in our data banks about the anomaly itself.
Okay. At full impulse, please proceed into the anomaly.
Aye, sir. Yes, Cody, please do. I would appreciate that immensely if you kept track of your guys' momentum. So with that, the Sojourner starts slowly heading in. As you watch this getting bigger and bigger and bigger until suddenly it fills the entire view screen. And Zimmer just says, event horizon in 5, 4, 3, 2, event horizon. And the ship shudders really hard as she crashes into it. But, not so much that it throws you, but it's enough that it's like a sort of a good jerk. And then, sir, we have pierced the membrane. We are inside. Scanning now, sir, says Muse as she starts doing stuff. What are you doing, Trow? You looking for more stuff as well since you're inside now?
Always looking for the enemies.
Give me the same
Especially
scan you
here.
gave me before.
All right. So 2d20.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget you have momentum. You can spend momentum, right? And add another
Can
D20.
spend it, but I'm going to save it. So I just got... Oh, I'll get
You
rolled.
got a 4 and an 18, but that 4 is under your security, so that gives you 2 successes. Okay. Here's what you get from that. You found the disturbance. It's about 3/4 of the way in, which means it's either just on the edge of the neutral zone or fully in the neutral zone at this point in time. It is clearly some sort of craft. It's quite large. You have no visual on it at this range due to the interference. Visuals are very, very limited, and it has a very almost non-existent energy signature at present.
How far?
So I was just to say, I report this, make sure that the captain understands.
How far
Full
away?
impulse. Sorry, go ahead.
How far away is it?
At full impulse, sir, it'll take us 3 minutes to close.
And how big is the stair anomaly thing?
Like I said, it's a couple of light years in all directions. It's a big beast. It's not, it's a sizable anomaly.
Okay. Yes, please proceed at full impulse.
Aye, sir. Full impulse. And you guys start. Dun, 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 that whole Star Trek loveliness
Sir.
as you see the inside of the ship.
Recommend going to yellow alert and readying weapons.
Yellow alert.
So the light goes yellow. There's no sound for yellow alert other than one time the computer goes yellow alert, and that's it. A minute later, the XO walks onto the bridge. Sir? Then she walks over and takes her seat beside you and then punches up the thing and starts looking at the reports. Looks at the screen. Can we get something on visual? Navia?
Can I get it up in the visual? I try to.
Well, that is going to take a roll, my friend.
What
and
would you
Navia would probably be using her science and her reason for this. No, yeah, reason. Yeah, science and reason.
Do
So that
I
would give
add
you
them together?
Yeah, and then you roll your 2d20 and try and roll under them. Do you have any of your focuses that you think would apply in this situation?
Helm operations?
No.
That's why I'm like,
Look how thin I can cut that hair.
That
Yeah,
much?
technically, piloting around objects would be important. So yes, I will allow you to do that. a 14
No,
and a
I
14.
am
You
not
got
under
nothing.
it. I'm not under it. I need to
Nope.
get a. Oh no, I do need to get a 12.
So you can spend 1 momentum. You start with 1 momentum each, and you can spend 1 momentum to add another d20 to that if you like.
Does 12? Does meeting it not grant me the roll?
Do you have to be under it, or can you meet and be under it?
I think it's under it from what everything I've seen says
Oh
under.
my god. I don't know if I can get this. My science is a 1.
Are we
That's why you're learning, cadet.
Yeah.
are we doing
So,
we doing
Lieutenant Muse
momentum
is going
as a
to-
pool?
Yes, you should have a pool. Lieutenant Muse will assist you. She's like, cadet, I will calibrate a scanner for you and put it at your station. Please stand by. So you're going to get 1 extra d20 from her.
Okay, that's great.
And do you want to spend a momentum for a second d20?
Is it my own personal momentum? It's not the group's.
Cody, you want to explain the difference between momentum and personal, please?
No, well, momentum is a group pool, so everybody can use it.
I don't.
So we
Well,
have
you all add 1 to the pool.
1,
to start
2,
the game.
3, 4, 5. We have 6 momentum.
Yeah.
And you can use anybody can use one of those.
This is not my
add dice
strong
group.
point, and so I feel like if I waste a momentum and I still don't get it,
Brian says it's equal to or less than. Thank you, Brian.
Equals 2 or less.
then I equaled 1 of them.
No, did you?
Yeah, I got a 12.
I see 2 14s.
I do too.
What? Oh, I'm scrolled up. That's weird. How did I get 2? I will take the help from the. Oh, I got a 1.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh.
So that counts as 2 successes.
Okay, I'm
So you're
double
sort of like
off.
you're sort of like overwhelmed by the console the first time, and then this little pop up comes up from her on your console, and it's like press here 27.5, and you're like,
And then it's
and
like emo
boom,
Bam.
you guys get a visual. So this is like looking through a milky cloud of purple and green and blue energy. I mean, you can see stuff. It's not overwhelming, but it's a bit like milky water, a little bit. And you can now see at extreme visual range a large circular object, not round, but like a disc. It's quite large. It's very large. In fact, telemetry is telling you that this thing is equally a factor of
Delegating.
2 or 4 bigger than you right now. It's a big bitch.
So you've got a disc, and then you've got this multicolored.
It's
jelly
just
like-
floating through that multicolored stuff. Like the entire
Oh.
space within this anomaly is multicolored milk, essentially.
Okay. So the craft is not the multicolored stuff. The craft is the big disc. What is there? Does it have a color?
At this distance, it's just got sort of a grayish white feel to it.
Mhm.
You don't need food?
Are we within communication range?
Yeah, that'd be you, Trow. At this point in tactical situation, you're handling comms.
All right, I'll check. I'll send out a. Would you like me, sir? Would you like me to send out a hailing frequency just to check?
Yes.
All right, I'll send out a hail.
So you don't even need to roll for that. So basically, you send out a hail, standard, boop, no reply. Yeah, you're doing fine, buddy. Shh, enjoy yourself. Don't worry. Don't stress.
I'm going to see if our sensors work. I'm going to do a tactical scan of the ship.
Okay, so you're going to need, at this range with all the background interference, I'm going to require 3 successes.
Okay, and what am I rolling?
So it would be tactical, it would be security and reason still.
security and reason. So 15.
Yep.
So 2 base. All right, let's buy some momentum here. I'm going to buy 1 point of momentum. So
You're going
Cody,
to buy
if
one or are you going to take one? Are you giving me threat?
Oh, right. No, we're not going to give you a threat at the moment.
We have 5 in the pool right now.
All right. Then in that case,
Oh,
I'll use one.
Bunny didn't spend one. You still have 6.
Still 6. All right.
Okay,
I'll
we have
spend the 1.
From the Muse.
I will spend
Okay.
the 1 and roll 3
All right.
dice then. 2, 16, and 19.
So you're using your gives you 2 successes, but with that you don't have enough for 3.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's a giant spot in space right now. You're gonna have to get a lot closer.
Sensor's no good, sir. We'll have to get closer to get a read.
Sciences concurs, Captain.
Then we will proceed.
Lee's like, aye, sir. And if I may ask, how close is close?
That's a great question. Okay, so do we have the size of this vessel or object yet?
So basically, you guys are about 400 meters long. This thing is easily 4 times your size. So you're looking at something that's roughly about 1,600 to 2,000 meters in all directions.
How about-
on the plane? Not
How
up and
about this? Close enough to commute to or I forget what you were doing. Were you
scanning.
trying
He
to
was
commute?
scanning.
Scan. Close enough to scan in general.
Like it looks like it's in
All right, sir. I'll bring us to within 5,000 kilometers. That should be good. So
Very
he
good.
Starts bringing you in, and now he's closer. And you can try your scan again there, Trowel, and Muse will assist you by focusing the scanners to your station.
Okay.
So you get a bonus die from her.
That's 3 dice then normal without momentum.
I'm sorry, say again, please.
Is that 3 dice without momentum if she's giving me
Yes.
help?
So you got your 2 plus 1 from her.
All right.
So normally in the game, she would roll a die as she's helping you, but I think it's much better to just give you the die to roll and not make it
Right.
complicated.
Let's burn another momentum just to hedge our bets on this.
Okay.
So I'll roll 4 dice and a 2, 4, 5, and 10. So 4 successes.
No, 2 and 4 are actually 2, 1, 2 each because they're under your you're under your discipline because of
Right.
your skill. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. No, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, it's 6. There we go. So it's 6 successes, which is damn spanky. So now you guys suddenly get a picture of it on screen. The best way to describe it is it looks almost a bit reminiscent of like a 1950s sci-fi UFO to a certain extent.
Oh my god.
Lee mutters under his breath, "It looks like a fat sand dollar." And if you guys know what a sand dollar is, you know what he's referring to. It has sort of that grayish, beigey color to it. It's listing. It's on maybe about a 30-degree angle to the galactic plane, so it's not smoothed out. It's kind of doing this. The scan shows that there are next to no energy readings within it. There's no power currently on. And you can see a rip in the hull at one section. There's a giant, like it's a tear right through it, like something ripped through it. With those successes, since you got more than the 3 you needed, again, you can cash them in for momentum, or I can give you a bonus of information. Which would you choose, Sean?
At this point, I can take the bonus of information.
Okay, so you only needed 3 successes. You have 3 momentum potential, or a factor of 3 for the bonus information. How much would you like to throw into momentum, and how much would you like to have as extra knowledge?
Let's throw 1 back into momentum and keep the rest for knowledge.
Okay. 2 things you also picked up on your scans of the immediate area around it. 1, debris. Now that could be debris from it, or it could be debris from something else. 2, you're pretty sure you picked up residual quantum singularity energy, which as a tactical officer, you know means Romulans.
Okay. Well, I obviously report that.
All right, calm down, Taylor.
I was waiting for that.
Report it, buddy. Say it in your own words. I'm curious to how he's gonna present it.
Captain, quantum singularities detected. This suggests Romulan. Possible attack.
So Reese grabs the thing on her station and she goes, and also some debris, sir. That rift could be from a Romulan attack while she was drifting through Romulan space.
Yeah.
Can we magnify the rip in the side of the vessel?
Prowl. Sorry, it's up to you. Again, because of this nature of the anomaly, you're going to have to make a roll for something that would normally be just basic. You only need 1 success for this one.
All right.
And also, sorry, Armicdud Mark II, just to let you know, it's a house rule that I've added that you can cash in extra successes for more knowledge as opposed to just momentum. Makes it a little more fun.
Okay. Do I have the science officer helping me? So do I get the 3 again?
Yeah, she's assisting you on that for sure.
Okay. Magnifying. 8, 12, and 20.
You got a 20. Oh, that's not good.
So
So you've got 1 success on this one. And basically, as you zoom in and scan on that rift area, you can see it's a really big tear. But you can't really tell what caused it, and you guys can't see much inside because it's just dark inside.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get closer?
Sir? Says Lee. You know, like, aye, sir. What distance would you like, sir? Transporter range?
Yes.
By the way, Chuck, you can see him. He's doing that. I knew it was going to be transporter range type. We're going somewhere bad. Oh, jeez. So
Sir, given the proximity to the neutral zone and the possibility of a Romulan attack, I don't recommend getting too close. I want to turn to science and ask, is it possible that we might be able to haul it out with a tractor beam, get it to our side?
She's like, not at the size it is and not within this rift. It would drain us completely in the batteries. We would not be able to do that. The XO, on the other hand, looks and goes, while I agree somewhat with the tactical officer's statement, sir, this is a derelict, and there may be knowledge within it, and clearly it was interesting enough to the Romulans that they lost a ship for it.
Yes.
But captain's prerogative.
Perhaps we can take a shuttle, Captain.
You just see Lee, like, just tense. He's like,
what's the crew component or the total number of souls on board the Sojourner?
right now you're about 300 souls.
Mhm. Okay.
So you're still moving forward because you gave the order, just so we're all clear on that. Like, there's
Oh, we're
discussion, but the order was given.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'll stop.
We just go flying.
Irk. Someone scraped the Vulcan off the main viewer.
Hmm.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, if we were to do a shuttle, then yes, prepare a shuttle, Lee
Yes, sir.
and Thrall
Yes, sir.
and what's the XO's name again?
Reese.
Reese, you're the away team.
Hi, sir. She goes, may I suggest bringing the engineer or someone from engineering with us?
Okay, Chuck.
It's the most important guy.
It's kind of broken. We might want to look at fixing something.
We can't guarantee life support. We should use EVA suits, sir.
Agreed.
All right. Boy, they're just putting baby in the corner on Dr. Taylor, right? Just like, leave him over there.
I do buzz up to the bridge. Boop. What in the Sam hell's going on up there?
Take a look yourself.
Jittering the ship around. I still can't get a good cup of coffee up here.
Yeah, you haven't had enough banana pudding, I presume.
No, the banana pudding was fine. Sir. The banana pudding was just fine. What I'm asking about is when are we going to get these replicators fixed so I can get a good cup of coffee?
We did fix the
Perhaps you should go on the away mission, Doc.
Doc. I'll come look at your
Away
replicator, but I swear I fixed those.
Well, certainly, Captain. I wouldn't mind to go on a away mission. I didn't know that was an option. Where are we, by the way?
So Reese is
I'm
like,
coming
join
up
us
to
in
the
shuttle.
bridge. I'll be there
Join
in a
us in the main. Join us in the main shuttle bay, Doctor, and prepare a first aid kit just in case we have issues.
Right away, sir.
And has your EV suit training. She just walks into the turbo lift with the rest of them as other people come to take the stations of the people who left. So
I get
Conan
phasers for everybody, just in case.
Okay.
I had one to Chuck. You know how to use this?
Hold on, repeat that. Sorry.
You know how to use one of these?
Yeah, I know how to use one.
Okay.
I'm an
What?
engineer. not a-
Lee just looks
scientist.
at you and goes, "Wow, damn. You two spatting over something I don't know about?"
Not at all. I just simply don't know his combat abilities.
Well, we all went through the academy there, Lieutenant. We all took basic firearms training, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are like,
So I turned to him. Do you know how to use one of these?
I know how to use this one. I know how to use the ones on the ship. I know how to use the rifle, and I know how to handle myself in a fist fight. So I guess you and I should dance too sometime, huh? I hear that's your thing, dancing with people in your department.
Sounds good.
Doors open to the shuttle bay. Walks in and goes, "Welcome to my world, gentlemen." As he just walks in, the doctor, you've shown up. Doctor, how nice of you to join us on this flight. It's going to be interesting.
Yes, good afternoon, Lee. What in the Sam hell is going on? Can somebody explain to me what the situation is?
Commander, she's like, we found an anomaly in the car stairs anomaly. We found a derelict in the car stairs anomaly. We're going over to investigate it. It may have destroyed Romulans.
Oh, finally, some action. Well, let's get going then. Mr. Trout, do I get one of those phases too?
Absolutely. Are you trained? Do you know how to use it?
Absolutely, sir. I've been using phases before you even knew the word phaser.
Wouldn't be so sure about that. But
So
in any
violating
case,
rule
I'll
number
make sure
one
he
of
has
Star-
one.
There you go. So violating rule number one of Starfleet, you put most of your command crew inside a shuttle and send them out of the ship. Aha!
Hey, that's totally easy to go.
Actually, before you left the bridge, sorry, I'm going to do this. Little throw momentum in the pool for my retcon. Reese looks at you and goes, "Sir, I recommend taking Cadet Navia with us. It'll be a valuable learning experience for her."
Agreed.
So you're with them, Navia.
I give her the question. Do you know how to use one of these?
Yeah, it's 20. Do you know how to use one of these? It's this thing, 2380. Everyone.
2380.
Yeah. So
Fair
no,
and
but you're
How
saying
to get
the
a new
captain's
command
really
crew.
happy right now. He's on the bridge, pretty much with junior officers and Muse, who doesn't make chit chat. This must be heaven for him right now. You know, computer, Stratover, whatever. Vivaldi, spring. So you guys load into the shuttle and you all put on your evac suits. So that's basically a space suit you get to wear, Doc.
Yay.
Not fun.
Fine.
So with that, you fly out of the shuttle bay, and as soon as you get outside, like everything starts shaking and it's really hard. And it's like, oh, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. You might want to put your chairs to the upright position, put your tray tables up, and extinguish any smoking materials, kids, because we're going for a bumpy one. And to which Reese just goes, enough
Smoking
with the humor.
materials?
I'm sorry there. I don't get the reference.
That was supposed to be humor.
There were
It was a
sentries-
joke, Cadet.
Yeah,
You'll learn soon enough.
And Lee just does. There were centuries before the 24th, and you guys start moving across.
Not all of us will grow up in your world.
He's gonna. I can't deal with you. I'm busy piloting. So you guys start moving out towards it. It is big. Like this thing is not small, but you're noticing there are no portals. Or portholes, sorry, and there are no visible entryways other than that rift, that tear in the side of it. And that tear is probably a good 200 meters by about 50 meters wide. Damn it, Spock, we're all human. As basically you fly up and move over it, and then he brings you down, and he's like, "Commander, shall we fly right in or land on the surface?" She's like, "Land on the surface. We've got mag boots." "Yes, ma'am." And he parks you on top. All right, I guess this is it. Last stop.
All right.
You guys are
Is
heading
this your
out.
first mission, Cadet? I kind of whisper over in her ear.
Yes, in fact, it is my first mission.
It's all right. Just stay close to me. I'll make sure you're fine. It'll be a good time. Don't worry.
Stay here. I'll exit first and make sure the area is clear.
Okay, so you the back of the shuttle opens,
Mhm.
and you've got space ship. It's pretty intense out there. So I'm going to need you to make a fitness and security check, one success, just to basically sort of get your balance and what have you.
All right. Fitness is 8, security is 5, so 13. I got a 19 and a 7.
The 7 will do it. Basically, the person that sort of takes that moment is she's listing on the galactic plane, but now that you're on it, she's like this, and the Sojourner is listing from your perspective, and that sort of gives you a little bit of a vertigo moment. But you're able to sort of reassess, and now you're standing looking down into this derelict husk.
Okay. I'll see what I can see. I'll scan it out.
Right.
I'm guessing no tricorder, but I will. Yeah, if I don't see anything, if I don't see any immediate threats, I'll wave out the rest.
Okay, so in this case, I don't really need you to roll anything as you're looking down into it. What you can see is that it's clearly a ship of some kind, and you can see like bulkheads and compartments, but everything is round. Everything is round. There's no right angles anywhere in this thing. It's all very, very round.
It appears to be some form of spacecraft.
That seems very logical.
Lee looks at you, Doc. He's like, the deuce, he says.
Stating the obvious as always.
We
I
were
appreciate
joking
that,
on this
though.
away mission. All right. No immediate threats, so you guys can come.
All right, everybody who steps out of the ship needs to give me a fitness and what did I say for you? It was fitness and what?
Did you say
Fitness.
security?
Security. So for you guys, it's gonna that would be your training. It'd be your security training. So fitness plus security to walk out onto the hull and get your bearings.
I just made one of them.
Yay! You made one.
I got both.
Okay, you only need one success for it. That's why I was saying, guys, get your character sheets.
I always meet it. Like I meet it perfectly.
So you step out. You're like, okay, I got this. All right.
I make sure to grab my engineering kit with me.
Okay.
Sound off
Just in
comms.
case.
Make sure we have connection.
1.
2. Maurice is like, unless you see anything, just maintain radio silence, please, everyone. Davison, join Trowel at the edge with me. We're going to take a look inside. Navia, Taylor, Zimmer, hang back.
Yes.
So they join you up at the edge. Now you guys get to see what he's seeing, which is like this rift. You can count before the light runs out 8 or 9 decks, and it continues into the darkness for sure. This is a big hunk of metal.
I failed, by the way.
You failed.
Well, he's just going off into space.
Do as I say, cadet, not as I do. It's been a while since it's this
Dr.
new issue.
Taylor
Heck,
steps
I'll
out.
get used to it soon enough.
Misses his step and sort of falls, like stumbles to his knees on the table. Navia, you can make a fitness plus security to sort of grab him by the back and not let him sort of slide off the edge of this thing.
Made one success.
Yeah, so you sort of grab his collar on his suit, or it's not like the ones that are on the front and Treasure 2, they'd probably be on the back. But yeah, you're able to catch him before he starts sliding down the side of this thing.
I appreciate that, cadet. I kind of straightened myself out. New issue with back suit. It's been a little while,
Yes, of course.
Doctor, cut the chatter, please.
Oh, sorry.
All right. What do you recommend, Trowel? Which way are we going in?
Straight down. We might as well. There's no other easy route.
Captain. So you're getting a Captain. It's very staticky. So what you hear is breach, and very. What you guys heard was, we're at the breach. We're going to enter. It's very dark. We don't have good visuals. And then you guys wait.
I look to actually, who's in charge of transporters?
Your transporter chief, who I have not named, so we're going to call them Wudjahoics.
Okay. Wudjahoics, do you have a lock on the away team?
Okay.
Sir, trying. I will attempt to get a lock. One moment, please, sir. And
Oh my gosh. Russian or Scottish? Can't tell.
Polish.
generally weird somewhere in Europe.
Discussion.
Wojciechowicz is a Polish name.
Yes, but he's not Polish. He's from a colony world. He's not from Poland. Keep pushing. I'll make up more about him. I'll tell you about his time at the academy.
Yeah, I like
Anyway,
that.
he's like, unable to establish lock, Captain. It is too much interference.
Okay.
All right. We might need a tether.
I try to send a message back. Who was it that sent me one? Is it the XO?
XO. Was
Yeah.
the XO.
We do not have a transporter lock. Be careful.
So all you guys heard was, we just lock. Well, that's all you guys got.
All right, I'm gonna look over. I want to look over the the gash in the ship, does it look like there's any way to just start moving in, like anything that looks like it would be a path, or like will our mag boots, like, quote unquote, let us walk down the wall or something?
So far, they're letting you stick to the hull. There's no reason to assume they wouldn't allow you to then continue down into the area. But before you do that, Reese goes, Davison, can you see if you can clear up this audio problem we're having? Boost the signal somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to have somebody on the ship try to do that as well.
So that'd be Konam and Muse who are like working on it, sir.
So
And,
I'm going to guess that our communications are probably relayed through the shuttle to the.
No, not normally. No, normally they'd be
normally.
within
Okay.
because the ship's within 10,000 K or more. Actually, they got pretty good range. They probably do about 100 K for theirs with the ship's broadcast. So
Could we use the shuttle as a boost?
I don't know. Could we?
I would like to try and patch our communications through the shuttle so that that'll boost to transmit to the ship.
Well, let's call this a reason plus engineering check, sir.
Reason
And I'm going to say you
plus-
only need one success to pull it off.
Is there any way I can assist him?
Yes, you can.
Because I have some engineering.
There you go.
Okay. So
That's 3 dice for you, brother.
3 dice. And I completely failed.
That's a
Oh.
big number. That was a wow.
Oh wow.
Woo.
Actually, can't I spend a momentum to re-roll that?
So there is a method for doing things over, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. If anybody in the chat, like R. McDud, knows what it is for the re-roll, there is something, but I can't remember what it is. I think it's challenge.
That was bad.
It confuses me. They're
Try
dice.
hitting it with a wrench.
Are you talking about threat?
No, threat's what I get. I get to make your life harder with threat.
Yes, I know.
It's coming. I would say try again, but now you need 2 successes.
All right.
You want to spend any momentum before you drop those dice?
And let's spend a momentum for an extra one. So 4 dice.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody, your cam went super blurry, buddy.
Hey, you got a 1.
All right. I got a
That
1.
counts-
There
that
we go.
counts as 2 successes. So move it off.
Yay.
So you guys are able to establish, and Muse is like, sir, we're getting a signal. They're putting it through the shuttle, clearing it up a bit. So you got static on the line, but you can communicate with each other.
And technically I got 3 successes. So
Really? What's your total there?
reason and engineering is 15. So I had a 15 and a
Damn.
1.
All right, very little static. It's actually quite nice.
Wow. Good job, Chuck.
I told you, Captain, just let me do my job and I'll make this ship hum.
Sounds much better, Captain. We were trying to express to you. We're looking down into this rift. It's mostly dark. We can see compartments and bulkheads. We're going to penetrate further into the ship unless you say no, sir.
We're gonna penetrate.
That sounds fine. We do not have a transporter lock, so be careful.
Understood, sir. We will be careful. Davison. Any way you can link the emergency transporters in the shuttle to the ships? It would take a while. You're like,
It'll take a while, and if you want me doing anything in this ship, I mean, let's be honest. I'll be honest. I don't think we're. There's too much to risk.
Sorry.
At least that we're gonna have to emergency shuttle out or transport out from.
I mean, you never know. You never know.
All right then. So
I would like somebody on the ship to see if we can boost the transporters to get there.
I will do my best, sir. Perhaps Lieutenant Muse could assist me. So Muse looks at you as if, may I go assist? type thing.
Oh, yes. Please proceed. Yes, it sounded like a good idea. I didn't even think I needed to say anything.
She's just like, forgive me, sir. I am Starfleet protocol programmed. And she sort of nods and signals for another science officer to come to the bridge as she heads off to join the transporter chief. Okay, so meanwhile, you guys are going to penetrate the darkness, and that means you're going to have to do a fitness and security check. You need 1 success to get inside, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay, I will lead. Sorry, fitness and security, right? Let's do
Yes,
the
sir.
2. 6 and a 2.
Okay, that's 2 successes for you.
2 successes for me.
2.
Am I rolling? I thought I was
Yeah.
being left behind, sort of.
No, they're taking you with. They're not
Okay.
leaving. Okay, you stay
We're-
out here
Thought they
and
were
guard
keep-
the shuttle.
Yeah, we're not leaving the cadet all by herself.
What was it? Fitness plus security?
Fitness plus security, yes, ma'am.
Oh, you
I
rolled a
failed.
you rolled a
Oh no,
20.
you got a natural 20, so that
Yeah.
gives you the success. No, that's a failure. Oops, am I wrong?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Other direction, Bear.
Hey, Taylor, it's your chance to try and pay back the favor if you'd like, and grab her as she missteps and starts drifting out.
Goodbye.
Did she get 1 success?
No, she
No.
got 0 successes.
I got 0.
Oh,
She got a
shit.
critical failure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab her then. Guess same kind of roll, right?
Yes, sir. Fitness and security.
Alrighty. 1 success.
So you managed to sort of get a hold on her, and then you feel your arm get grabbed, and you look, and it's the commander, and she's like, "Let's all try that again." And she's like anchoring you to the, and you're anchored, so you can anchor her, and then basically you guys make a little daisy chain to get her back onto the metal. So you can try that again. This time you're being assisted by the doctor, Nivea, so you can roll 3 dice.
Great.
It's all right, cadet. Did I ever tell you that time we were on Rigel 9, stuck in that cave?
No, and
Much
I
like this
told
one.
you Today is the day to tell me about
Yeah,
that
maybe
story.
another time. Maybe another
So you
time.
got
with
1
the mission.
success, which is enough.
Yes,
So you guys
I
are
got
now
it.
basically you do the edge to step in, and now you're facing into the ship. And again, the only reason you're making rolls is because it's just messing with your gravity perspective as you're
Yeah, I
rising,
get it.
constantly changing, right? It's causing vertigo in your brains. But you're in, and you can walk down. So are you going to stop on the first deck, or are you going to go deeper? What's your plan, Trowel?
Let's all skip.
Figured I did get that off.
We'll start with the first deck. No need to go too deep. We don't know what we're dealing with here. So
All right, so you guys basically get inside, and you're now on what would be considered the floor. But again, remember, everything is circular. It's all tunneling, almost like it was like bored out by something. Not like, oh my god, it's been bored out by something, but like that type of feeling, like it's got that feel, almost like they're like worm tunnels or something
I was gonna say, do we see the egg chamber? Oh no.
in your pants.
Yeah, where's the face of it?
Give me a tactical scan, please, Trowel. Navia, give me a scientific scan. Scan for life signs, energy sources, anything else. Doctor, scan as well, please.
Commander.
And Chuck, find me an energy conduit or something where we can see if we can get the lights on.
Is this
Okay.
I got a 16 and a 4.
And by the way, Davison, that's the first time she's called you Chuck.
Might have had a success.
So that
Is it-
this would be control and science.
I have a success.
Actually, sorry,
Okay.
insight and science. Sorry, insight. And
Oh, then
Yes, you have a
I
success.
have a success.
Just barely a 10. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
got 2.
Doc, you got 2. Trowel,
I got 1 success.
I'm the worst cadet, apparently.
you're basically doing like almost like an echolocation to sort of get a lay of the immediate land and sort of scanning out and coming back in. You now can see that while this it looks like wormy tunnels or what have you, there's a logic to it, and it all seems to be spoke. Like it's almost like a design of spokes, like almost like a circular web, for lack of a better term. Who's talking in the background?
Yeah,
What-
but-
It's me. It's the kid.
Oh, okay. Do you live in a closet? I just need to know. It's
No, the
everybody's
living
in
room.
one room.
I'm very distracted by it.
So yeah, so that's what you're getting. It's like it's a spoke web almost at this point in time. For you, Doc, you were scanning for life signs.
Life
You're
signs.
actually picking up faint life signs deeper
No
in.
way.
Faint.
Look a
Navia,
bug hunt.
you were scanning for Navia. You were scanning for.
I don't remember. I got distracted by the voices. Sorry, I did.
So we'll just say you assisted the doctor, and the two of you are picking up faint life signs out there, which is fine. And that's. Oh, and Chuck, you were looking for energy conduits.
Yeah,
It's going to be insight and engineering, sir.
insight and engineering.
Remember, guys, if you have focuses, you need to call them out, because if you get under your discipline, you get 2 successes for it. Equal to or under your discipline, you get 2 successes.
Okay. And 15 and 6, so that's a success.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit of sort of looking around, but then you sort of, as you're looking, you realize there's like it's almost like a straight vein in the walls that runs in the top, the bottom, and the sides. At first, you wouldn't notice because it's very faint, sort of little bump, but those are conduits. There are definitely conduits running in these tunnels.
Okay. Pull out my tricorder. Is there actual power running through it, or is it just the conduit?
Scan away, sir.
9 and 1. That's 3 successes.
There is no power currently running through it.
Okay.
But your energy kit does have a battery pack you can hook up. A little quantum battery.
All right,
But you'll have to use your phaser to carve off some deck plating because there's no hatches. So that's the complication I'm introducing.
I was going to say before we start, lasering into or phasering into power conduits, I want to explore down the hallway just a little bit, see if I actually see any kind of access panels or.
So you start walking ahead?
Not too far, but just like I can still see everyone else is my point.
Commander Davison, where are you going?
I'm trying to find an access panel. See if we can get some power. I've got this little quantum battery pack, but I don't want to just cut into something.
Lieutenant Trout, please go with him. Keep
Understood.
him safe.
I'll accompany Davison.
Cadet, you're with the doctor.
Phaser at the ready.
He's like, everybody remember your pool, buddy.
Yeah. The doctor pulls out his phaser too. And also looks at the commander. Commander, I am detecting faint life signs in here.
Everybody hold. Stop moving now. Trow, doctor's got faint life signs in the ship. Scan. Find me what's moving out there. Give me a tactical scan of the immediate area.
All right.
Dr. Navia, behind us. Zimmer at my side. Commander Davison, back here.
Yes, ma'am.
I grab the cadet by the arm and kind of pull her with me.
Okay. Does investigation as a focus count here?
All right, I'll give you that one.
Okay. So three dice.
No, the focus just means if you get less than your discipline or less, you get an extra success.
In that case, let's borrow some momentum from the pool. Cody, are you keeping track?
I am.
I'll roll 3 dice then.
We have 5 left.
Oh, fuck a duck.
So that's any successes there, buddy?
It depends on what I'm using.
Insight and security for this one.
All right, so that's a 15, which means I believe 2 successes.
2 successes. You're now picking up movement about 500 meters ahead, but it's really slow movement.
Slugs.
Okay.
Like it almost feels like something drifting. Like, like as you're looking at the tactical reading, it doesn't feel like it's being propelled. It almost feels like it's like just drifting.
There's no gravity in the ship, right?
That's what I was thinking. So it's like a body that's just like
Could be.
floating.
Well, recommend we go slowly and investigate. That's what we're here for.
All right, we'll break it down 2 by 2. I'll walk with Trowel. Zimmer, you're with Davison. Dr. Navia, you're in the middle. Let's go.
Okay.
So you guys start moving through the compartments. Like I said, everything is round, perfectly round. It's insanely like how well, and the walls are smooth, like just glass, almost smooth. Not glass consistency, but that smoothness of good glass. As you're heading up and getting closer and closer, your tactical tricorder starts picking up more of this movement, and you're now picking up multiple signatures. For you, Doctor, as you're moving in, you're also getting multiple life force, faint, extremely faint, but you're getting multiple life form readings now. Chuck, your power sensors are starting to pick up a very faint power flow from deeper into the ship as you move along.
All right. So, Commander, I'm glad I didn't cut into that thing because I'm actually starting to pick up some power. So this ship is still alive. Or active, whatever.
It's alive.
The Horta.
Yes, and those life form breathings. There are multiple. It seems, Commander.
Trial, what do you advise?
Weapons at the ready, but we're here to investigate. It could be friendly. We don't know.
No one asks Zimmer what he advises because the Zimmer advises going back to the shuttle, but that's just me. All right, let's go. Let's go meet the unknown.
Well,
Ready.
Zimmer might have a point. Maybe he should go back to the shuttle and be ready for a quick departure. We can't transport.
She looks at you. She looks at Zimmer. And she's like, all right, Zimmer, go. And he's like, and leave all this fun behind? Oh, my heart's broken. All right, guys, you remember where I parked because I'm your ride. And start double timing it back. About a minute later, you get a communication. Hi, everybody. Zimmer here. Shuttle's gone.
Now, would I have seen this go away?
No, because you're not zoomed in. You got to get a lot closer if you want to get that kind of a zoom.
Doesn't even make
So it's
sense.
up to you if you want to move the ship closer. It's your choice, sir.
You're zooming in.
Well, isn't that just dandy?
Lee, what do you mean gone?
As in, was here, now not, is any longer. Gone.
Like,
Sans shuttle.
Doesn't what?
I mean, is there are there signs that it's not there? Like,
Yeah, no,
scorch
there's a
marks?
note left behind saying, hey, need to borrow your shuttle for the weekend. No, there's no shuttle. It's gone.
No, I mean like scorch marks, debris.
I'm not going out there. Are you insane? I have a Type 1 phaser and a vac suit.
How much air do we have left in our suits?
A couple hours.
Okay.
Cody.
Hello, Romulans. Hello, neutral zone.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah, I have no idea any of this is happening, so I'm just still sitting here.
Again, so it's up to you if you want to move closer to the ship or not, or stay at the range you're at. But if you do move closer, so the report, I will tell you this much: the report you've gotten from the transporter grouping is if we can get within 2,000 meters, we can link the ship's transporters to the shuttle's transporters and increase the signal pattern boost.
Oh, well, at least I'll send a message. Please report in.
Sir, the shuttle apparently has gone missing. We've detected faint life signs, faint power. And
Okay,
movement.
so I'm sorry to interrupt you, but so because I could understand everything, the shuttle must still be around because the shuttle is actually provided. Okay, I just want to make sure you didn't. All right.
Clever boy, throw momentum in the pool, Dr. Pitt.
All right.
That was well done, sir. I like that.
So if you can still talk to me, then the shuttle must not be far.
Well, I can't see it. And Zimmer's comm link goes dead.
Oh shit.
Can we hear anyone else? Is anybody else there?
We're here. We just lost Zimmer. Trowel, you and me, double time back. You three stay here and stay in communication. Let's go.
Move the ship within 2,000.
Aye, sir. Moving ship within 2,000 meters. So
Just like poke it.
start coming down in. So
Bad idea.
Trowel and Reese, you guys get back to where Zimmer was, where the rift is. No sign of him. But you do see a Type 1 phaser just kind of floating in the zero gravity.
I'll grab it.
Okay. As the ship gets closer,
Sorry, Bear. Before
Chuck.
you I want to scan the phaser for any anomalous.
okay, so you're scanning the phaser, no problem. Chuck, you get a power spike on your tricorder, and as that happens, the ship itself suddenly arcs out lightning onto the Sojourner, basically hitting it hard. And you basically Muse is like, "Sir, we are being attacked by the ship. Power levels dropping all over the ship, sir. It's draining our energy." And now inside, you feel the gravity return as you're scanning the thing. It goes boom and drops down. A force field seals the rift. And you feel the temperatures going up inside this thing. The lights are starting to glow up a little bit as this thing is sucking the energy out of the Sojourner.
Run.
And I'll give you all a minute to stop and think and decide what you want to do from there. It would be one of those great commercial break moments where they're like, da, 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 and then we go sell you some stuff. So this, you guys can use this. These are what I'm calling commercial breaks for the game to discuss as players out of character what you think you want to do or how you want to proceed.
Back up the ship, obviously.
Yeah, I want to. Of course, I want to know if we still have control or not.
Okay.
And so that's going to be the first thing.
Okay.
Well, the other thing is we haven't gone red alert and raised the shields yet.
Right.
So you could raise the shields, and it might, the shields might deflect some of this energy coming out.
Yep. Okay.
Or we don't even have enough power, or the ship doesn't even have enough power to do anything anyways.
yeah.
Maybe it's just shutting it down. So, well, clearly it's stealing our power to power itself.
Right.
Or heal itself.
Yeah.
So,
What about the away team?
what about us? We have to find a way
Yeah.
out.
Those of us who went back, me and Reese, we went back. Are we on the outside of that energy shield, or are we still inside?
You're inside it, and I will give you this for free. You're watching it start to knit the hull back in place.
We are on another ship, so
Like
there
the
might be another
Superboard.
energizer here, where we can teleport back to the Sojourner,
Or
or find the source of this energy.
Right. Why don't we find whose ship this is and tell them to let go of the Sojourner?
Give us back our energy.
All right.
And
all
our
right.
shuttle. Where's our shuttle? And our shuttle pilot. What the hell?
I want to get an
Maybe
estimate of how long it'll take to knit the hull, because if nothing else, that's our escape route.
Okay. So now let's break it down. Captain, you want to basically do what when
I'm
we come back
gonna-
from commercial break?
I'm going to go red alert. I'm going to go shields up. And I'm also going to hail again to see if now that they've got power, maybe they can hear us and
Okay.
see who's there.
All right, Doctor.
This commercial is brought to you by Lakeside
Oh.
Games. I had to do it. Sorry.
Brilliant. Okay. You're fired.
I'm still scanning for the because me and Navia are still
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
the passageway, right? So I'm going to keep an eye on the life sign readings,
Sure.
and make sure Navia's close. If they're starting to approach us, I'm going to start backing out towards the rest of the away
Gotcha.
team.
Navia, is there anything in particular you're wanting doing?
Not really. I mean, I'm still thinking about like what the possibilities of what is happening, like what actually is happening, and I'm scared that it's Superborg.
I will say this to you: your Vulcan mind is quite fascinated by all of this.
Yes,
Fascinated. Yeah.
I am extremely fascinated. I'm sure. Can I pick up any disturbances in the force?
So you want to see if you can feel any minds, greater psionic intellects? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about that when we come back from the commercial. Trowel, you're looking to see how fast the knitting is happening to sort of estimate your time frame. And Davison is doing what?
I would like to. Well, so all the energy has spiked, so I'm going to start looking for interfaces or some. There's got to be some. Now that there's power, the conduits go somewhere. So I want to find some sort of computer or interface or something.
We return from commercial. We see a nice, beautiful exterior shot of the Sojourner being as this white lightning is playing across her. We hear the captain say, "Red alert!" And basically we see the shields go vroom,
Shields
vroom.
up.
And Konam's like, "Sir, the shields are being drained, but we have prevented the drain to the batteries at this time. We will not last long. Shields already at 80%.
Open hailing frequencies.
Open."
This is Captain Gideon Novak of the USS Sojourner. Please identify yourself.
Nothing but static, sir. Repeating broadcast on all frequencies through the universal translator.
Very good.
Taylor, make your tricorder check for the life signs.
All
Navia,
right.
make your psionics check using, I guess in this case, it's going to be control
Uh-huh.
and whatever psionic skill you have. Do you have a psionic? No, you don't. So it would be, oh boy, that's a really good
I mean,
question.
I do have the mind meld stuff and the nerve pinch.
Yeah, that's a touchy feely thing. So it's going to be, you're just trying to sort of meditate. So I'm going to call this control plus science.
Oh boy, not great.
Prowl, give me a insight plus security.
Oh,
And Davison, give me a reason plus engineering. And then I'll go around and get everybody's answers on what they got.
one success here.
All right, Cody, what do you got?
2 successes.
Yay!
2 things have happened. 1, the life signs have not changed and are no longer moving.
Uh-oh.
2, there's now a
You taking notes?
clear life sign, a strong life sign. You got a 1 that gives you 2 successes, right?
Yep.
Do you want to cash one of those in for momentum, or do you want to take the extra information?
I will take extra info, please.
It's Romulan.
Oh shit!
Navia, what'd you get?
I got 2 successes.
As you sort of, at the very edge of your mind, at the very edge of perception, as you sort of feel your consciousness reaching out through this ship and through the empty hallways and all that type of thing, you're starting to pick up like faint echoes of minds, like almost like blank minds. And then you pick up a computer. You know it is an artificial thing. You can feel it, and then suddenly your mind gets overwhelmed by this one word: feed.
Oh shit!
And I need you to make a fitness plus. We'll have to go with security on this one to resist the psychic backlash. Trial, what'd you get?
Security. Oh, I got a super success.
I got 1 success. Sorry.
You got 1 success. At
Yeah.
the current rate, you've got about an hour before it's fixed.
Okay.
Chuck, what'd you get?
I got a success, but I also got a 20.
You got a uh-oh. Well, I hate to break news to you, son, but that just cancels each other out at that point in time.
Damn.
Okay.
You want to throw some momentum down on that, or call
Yeah,
up a focus?
let's throw some momentum down on it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Oh man, you're just like, this stupid thing. It's not working, and it's not reading right. But yeah, you're not getting much out of this. There's just energy spiking all over the place. But you do, because I like being a prick, detect a massive energy spike lower in the ship, and it's moving. And I mean, this is a massive energy spike.
Okay.
Hold those
I explained
thoughts.
that to the
Hold
commander.
Hold those thoughts. Back on the ship itself, what are the captain's orders? What are you doing?
Are we within transporter range?
Yes.
Can we get a lock on the away team?
Tempting now. Transporter room. Can you get a lock? No. Once their power came up, we lost all ability to lock on. It's like they've got shields raised, Captain.
Okay. Can we get the ship any closer?
So Muse, of all people, goes, closer, Captain? Conan's like, I must concur with the Chief of Sciences, Captain. If we get closer, we risk losing more energy.
Right. Well, maybe we need another shuttle to see if we can get close enough to transport them back onto the shuttle and then bring them to the ship.
Sir, until we can bring their shields down, we cannot do that, sir. We cannot. The shields are the problem.
So the shields are actually preventing physical
Aye,
progress.
sir. That is true. And then Muse goes, we have more bad news, Captain. Long-range scanners just picked up 2 Romulan Raptors entering into the far side of the Carstairs anomaly and en route.
Can I call Starfleet Command?
No, you can't communicate out of the rift.
Right, outside of the rift, yeah.
The anomaly, sorry, not the rift.
Yeah.
Well, while the captain's thinking about what he's going to do, we'll cut back over to the ship really fast as you guys are dealing with your stuff. Chuck, you were about to say something?
I was gonna. I report this energy spike to the commander to say, okay, something is happening. There, this ship is obviously coming alive, but there's something happening deeper in the ship.
Commander, we have 1 hour before we're stuck in here.
1 hour before stuck, new energy shift. Anybody, any more bad news for us?
Boop, boop. I hit my communicator. Commander, those life sign readings, I'm absolutely sure, about 98% sure, there's Romulans somewhere close.
Oh, dear Go.
And it's not just my sense of smell.
It's not just my.
It's sneaky.
Is there any way for us to triangulate the energy spike from the ship? Are we able to see somehow where that might be?
Scanning now, sir. It appears to be generated by the membrane of the ship itself, its outer hull. Much like our energy phaser strips, it can generate this from clearly any part of its hull. Except the broken part, sir. That would be a gap in its system.
All right. Can we tell at all what would have caused this rift in the first place? Did anybody figure that out?
Scanning. Romulan plasma weapons, sir.
What is our best equivalent to a Romulan plasma weapon?
As much as it pains me to say this, sir, we could vent drive plasma and then use the navigational deflector to recreate a plasma burn. It would be inaccurate and vulgar.
If we went to another part of the ship that was further away from the away team and fired this into where we think there is not a central location for the energy, it's the entire
Aye, sir.
radius of the ship. Okay.
What we are talking about doing is throwing a water balloon at a dartboard and hoping for a bullseye.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Your orders, sir? And we go back over to the other ship. As you guys are now revealing with the fact that you know there are Romulans on board, you're thinking you got an hour to go, and the system is energizing up. Chuck, you notice something. The energy in your tricorders and phasers is draining.
Oh shit.
Got it.
It's pulling that.
All right. So, wow. Is it just the phasers and the tricorders? What about my suit? Is my suit losing power?
So, yeah, it's draining. You've got 30 minutes best.
All right, Commander. Just so you know, we're running out of time because the power levels in my suit are dropping, and all right, we need to figure out what's draining this from us because this is
Navia. You notice on your tricorder that there is an atmosphere forming within the ship. It is a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, but it's a slightly imbalanced mix, so it'll make breathing hard and sluggish. But you guys could survive without your suits based on what you're seeing.
We might be able to survive without our suits, except there's more nitrogen than there is oxygen in this atmosphere that's forming. So we may have trouble.
Doctor, as you turn around to sort of look at her like as if to say something, I need you to make a control plus command. No, medicine. Control plus medicine. Just make a real quick check for me, please. And if you have any talents that relate to being surprised or shocked, they would apply now. We can think of a focus that would help.
2 successes.
As you turn around, you manage to keep your composure as, like I said, the gravity is returning and everything's starting to sort of, hit the floor. It's not bonk, but it's like, boom. You see drifting through the hull a figure. I want you to imagine something that's maybe about 3 feet tall, maybe 4 feet tall. Maybe 5 feet tall. It's almost like, think of like, spider plants, right? Think of like a spider plant, but the leaves are actually thick tentacles, so it's almost like a spider cactus, if you would, with a central ocular right in the middle of it.
It's
And
not a
it's just
beholder.
kind of floating into the room behind her and about to hit her.
It's a space beholder.
space beholder.
I stop it. So it's coming towards us?
Yeah, it's just drifting. It's about to bump into Navia.
Okay, I stop it, like in midair with my phaser.
You're shooting it with your phaser?
No, I'm using my
you're
phaser.
gonna-
I'm not
He's looking
physically
it.
touching it.
Navia, you see
Okay.
the doctor step by you and shove his phaser towards your head, and then it goes right by you at the last second. Give me a fitness plus security there, please, Doc.
All right.
While he's doing that, I want to scan to see if we can find the missing shuttle.
I'm going to spend a point of
Now that
momentum.
we're closer.
Okay. Nothing, sir.
No signs.
Not of the shuttle, sir. None at all.
How long before the Romulans reach us?
Romulans will be in range. Well, they would have been in range in 25 minutes, but they've cloaked. Apparently, they've scanned us.
2 successes.
2 successes. So he manages to sort of push you a little bit to the side, and as you poke it, your phaser actually breaks through its exterior as you realize it's a desiccated husk. Whatever it was, it's long since dead and just become mummified by space.
Or it's got bigger and that shedded its skin.
Would my focuses in anatomy allow me to have any kind of, or maybe even infectious diseases? Is any kind of like disease infected this that I've seen, or?
Well, that would take time. You'd have to start scanning it and sort of really doing almost like a field autopsy at that point. It's up to you if you want to, but I'm just saying it will take time.
Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. But okay.
Okay. The gravity never gets full. It always stays in that slightly floating range. So everything sort of like settles. The heaviest things settle about 4 or 5 inches off the floor, and then they just float there. What are you guys doing?
Recommend to Reese that we all reconvene and stay together.
Agreed.
Stick with the EV suits as long as possible.
Agreed.
What do you make of this, Cadet? Very fascinating. I started scanning it.
Okay. Well, basically over the comm link comes Reese, goes, everyone regroup on the doctor immediately.
Regroup on top of him. Just start making a pile.
So everybody heads that way.
I asked the bridge crew that I currently have if does anybody have any options or ideas.
Commander Muse looks at Conum, looks back and goes, if we were to do the drive plasma concept, it might distract that beam that's trying to hit us, or that's hitting us. We are currently at 50% shields. If there is an explosive decompression or plasma burn, it could harm the ship, sir.
Yes. Informing the away team of this plan. You may want to move inside as far as you can, as we are going to try to simulate the plasma blast that did damage to this ship in the first place.
Okay. So that's what you guys are doing on the ship. Everybody reconvenes in the doctor. Doctor, give me a reason plus medicine scan on this creature with your tricorder. The tricorder serves as an assist, so you get 1 extra die for it. Plus
Okay. Would anatomy help?
Yes.
Okay. So reason plus medicine or science? Sorry.
It's medicine.
Medicine. Okay.
And you get the assist die from the tricorder, from the medical tricorder. The Feinberger. It's a fun little tool.
2 successes. Yeah, 2.
This thing has been dead for centuries, if not millennia.
So it's almost mummified.
It is mummified. It's completely desiccated and mummified. But the thing is, from what you're scanning, it does have you find traces of mitochondria, but it's as if it was drained.
It sucks dry.
Okay.
Chuck, give me a reason plus engineering, please. And also you, Terrell, give me reason plus security. And anything shipboard tactics will relate. Anything energy systems is a focus as well.
Then anything. So
what are your foci?
Electroplasma power systems.
Yeah, that would count. That would 100% count. That would be spot on, the exact one we want. And for you, Trow, do you have anything for
Well, shipboard
systems?
tactical. Weapon systems? I have a
Yeah.
weapons relay bypass, but I don't think that quite applies here.
You'd have to know the weapons, but I would allow it.
Okay.
Though tactical systems would count too, so either one's good.
4
I got-
successes.
And sorry, what were the core attributes I was using?
For you, you're using reason plus security.
All right, 15. So 2 successes. And one's
Okay.
a big success because it falls. Oh, no, it doesn't. Sorry, never mind. 2 successes.
Yeah. 2 successes. And Brian, you had 4?
Yep.
Okay, Brian, you have a choice. You can put 2 of those into the momentum pool, or you can get extra information.
Let's get the extra information.
Okay. Both of you are coming to the same conclusion. While there may be Romulan plasma energy burning on that hull, there is no way that's what caused that rift. No way in hell that caused that rift. Plus, if you picked up debris of a Romulan weapon earlier and they had fired a plasma weapon at this, probably while they were going through the exact same thing the Sojourner was going through trial, clearly this ship knows how to defend itself from such a thing and may destroy the Sojourner.
Okay.
We are ready to fire the weapon.
Stand by, sir.
Abort.
Preparing to vent plasma.
Abort. Do not vent the plasma.
Give me a command plus control there, Trowel, and you may use your tactical systems.
All right. Control is 11, command is 3, so 14, and tactical systems. All right. Let's. I'm going to add some momentum to this because this is kind of important.
We have 3 left.
We got 3 left. Well, let's.
We have 4. If you spend 1, we have 3.
Got it. All right. Well, let's spend 1 because we don't want to blow up the ship.
You can always give me threat. Just
Oh my
saying.
fucking god!
Oh. 2 things happen. As you go to hit the communications array and contact them, there's a surge of plasma outside the ship from the venting from the nacelles. And then when the deflector dish powers it, it cuts all communication between you and the ship. You guys, on the ship, you see the perspective of this thing lashing out against it, like flowing like a thing. The energy breaks off from you, runs along the edge of the plasma, and then turns into a focused beam shooting right back at you, enveloping the ship. And it's 9:40. We'll pick this up next in 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
2 weeks.
No.
2 weeks. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Send me your votes for
It's a
the MVP of
two-parter.
the night, please, on Discord, kids.
I don't.
This is a tough one tonight.
Mhm.
It's in
Action.
storytelling terms, we call this a trial by fire, Cody.
What is this doing?
All right, I got 1. I got 2.
Oh my gosh.
When I'm calling you.
I don't know why I'm so nervous today, by the way. Like, that was weird. I'm just like, why can't I be on camera? It's been so long.
Wow. I mean, it's a tie. It's a 5-way tie for first place.
Nice. All right, let's go with we'll go counterclockwise. Brian. Actually, chucked him everywhere. Went Cody. Brian, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Sean because he was staying in character and just kind of taking control of the away team. So
And he's kind of a dick, and I really like that about his characters because he's not an asshole. He's a dick, and it's really cool. I like that. I agree with you.
Dicks
on that.
fuck
And what was your
assholes.
What was that? Right. Sometimes they fuck pussies. Brian, what was your favorite moment?
I forgot about favorite moment. Come back to me. I'll give you a favorite moment.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
Sean, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Bunny for playing the emotional, panicky Vulcan.
Yeah, her Kolinar is weak. Fair. And what was your favorite moment?
Oh, when you revented the plasma back at the ship because I screwed up my roll with that natural 20.
Complication.
That's like a perfect cliffhanger moment.
There you go. Gave you what you wanted, and you didn't even realize I was going to do it. All right, Bunny, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Zane because he kind of like captained the shit out of the ship, and he was definitely being commandy and captainy.
Yeah, I agree. I just rewatched the pilot episode of Next Generation, Encounter at Farpoint, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what captains are like before they know their crew really, really well and shit. They just do this, do that, fuck, crap, do this, you know. So I like that. What was your favorite moment, Bunny?
Kind of the end when we're pretty much setting up to get killed. I like that whole situation, just the plasma is venting, and it's just, well, it's getting turned into a weapon against ourselves. Well, the captain's selves. I mean, we'll probably be fine.
Not without a ship, we won't.
You'll be fine.
We can breathe nitrogen and oxygen. I mean, we might die eventually.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Brian, you got a favorite moment yet, or shall I continue on?
Yeah, no, I've got one. The back and forth between Dr. Taylor and Naviya, where they both kept failing their EVA checks.
Yeah, meanwhile, you know, Stud Muffin McGee trowels like, I can tap dance in this thing, you know.
Yeah,
it's like the difference between security and sciences at that point, right? All right, Cody, who'd you vote for and why?
I voted for Sean again because he's been role-playing his character. He's been role-playing the hell out of his character, and it's really, really cool. And also, he kind of proves the point that you don't have to talk in funny voices or be over elaborate or whatever to role-play a character.
Right.
And I think he's like he's the perfect example of that.
I do funny voices. Are you?
Oh, I do too. But I'm just saying, like,
man.
You
I
know,
use the funny voices in my games, but
yeah,
but
he's just playing it straight, and he's just playing his character, and he's perfectly in character the whole time. No, like, doesn't even fucking flinch, and it's great. But everybody, to be honest with you, like, it was really tough for me because everybody was playing in character really well this game. Like,
really
to be honest, like, I mean, Sean just won by like a notch in this session because everybody did a really good job.
Nice.
My big nose. I got over the line with my big nose.
Yeah, that was it.
What was your favorite moment, Cody?
Favorite moment was me stumbling around and Cadet Naviya catching me after I was just lecturing her, you know, asking her for this.
This is how you do it. This is your first mission. TT, watch
Ever
me.
tell you about the time I was on the Nimbus 3 or when I fell earlier? Did I ever tell you about those times? Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right, cool. Zane, who'd you vote for and why?
Also, Lieutenant Trawl, the same for the exact same reason that Cody was saying. It's just you were never outside of character. I mean, you weren't even like talking to the GM outside of character. Like, it felt, you know, it was very good. But also, like Cody said, you were all amazing. So this is a great group.
We should really be.
Group. I mean, that's why we were all so excited for 2 weeks after the first one, because we knew
I agree.
how cool this group was and how good, of course, you are too, Bear, at DMing this incredible thing.
Thank you.
So
it's a shame it all comes to an end next season, next episode when we blow up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, we'll all be dead.
I think I've got this whole new idea for it's called the Romulans, and you guys just play the Romulans that are stuck on that ship now.
Yeah.
All right. That means, Sean, you win the MVP for tonight. I'll figure out what that means when I figure out how experience works in this game. But obviously, all right, there we go. Coffee in the wrong hole. But I think everybody did a great job. So flat out, I'm going to be giving everybody a bonus, whatever the fuck XP is in this game, for doing a great job tonight. And then, Sean, you're going to be getting 2, plus I think a momentum for being the MVP, and that really worked well. I like what everybody's doing with your characters. I like how you played them. I like how you handled situations. I like that you worked really well with the cinematic sort of television style pacing, jumping back and forth. I like that the captain isn't on the away team. That was awesome that you chose not to go on the away team. I was like, wow, okay.
I was all ready to advise him against it too. You stole my thunder.
You stole his thunder. That's okay. You refound your thunder and shot it at your ass later. But that's it for this session, guys. Part 2 of the Web of Darkness will be coming in 2 weeks. So look forward for that. In the meantime, in between time, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And everybody who commented, it's super fun. Thank you so much for that. If you're watching this on the replay, great. And everybody, once the comments are up, please tell us what your favorite moment was and who your MVP was and why. We love seeing that stuff. It's really great. So until 2 weeks from now, unless anybody else has something to say, Anybody got anything? You want to do some shilling? You guys want to talk about your channels a little bit real quick?
You can pre-order a book.
Yeah, so the Kickstarter, backer get things all done, but you can also still pre-order if you're interested in it, and you can do that through BackerKit. I guess we can throw a link.
Give me the link. Give me the link,
Yeah.
and I'll throw it in the show notes. Everybody, get me your links for your channels and stuff, and I'll put them in the show notes. Okay, and that'll be edited in after once we're done broadcasting.
Chat.
Cody.
No, not really. I mean, I got a video coming on probably tomorrow. I do, I do weekly videos. I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about, but we'll be talking about something. And then later this week, Sunday, I'll be continuing my OSC game, hopefully session 2 of that. And that's about it.
All right.
Oh, you didn't get from me what my favorite moment was.
Oh, I didn't, did I? I'm so sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
No, and it was the interaction between Nevaeh and Dr. Taylor. I thought it was great, the back and forth, and the I'll protect you, and all that good stuff. So it was fun.
He's really taking her under his wing. It's quite cute. Yeah, it's like
and then zoop, out he goes.
On a dead body. Oh, his life is good. All right, so Cody, you've got your channel. You guys also, by the way, Zane and Nevaeh, Bunny, you guys have Dungeon Damsel, which is a fun channel. You should check it out. She's got some videos up there. Sean.
I'm Sean from Mage's Musings. Not a Star Trek guy on my channel for the most part. I do all D&D, but if you like D&D and you like puppets, come check me out. I do a lot of game recaps and some theory crafting.
There you go.
General silliness.
Lots of silliness, but good stuff. And if you like paper minis, man, you're set there. Brian.
Gaming with ADHD. I cover all sorts of tabletop gaming content. Would love for you to come along and see what I share. It's random. It's whatever sparks my interest at the moment. But I do also want to make one other point. If you are in chat, go subscribe to Cody. I did not realize until the other day that he's not even at 500 subscribers. He's fun. He's got a ton of passion for everything that he talks about. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to Cody yet, please go do that. Let's get him up. Let's get him some subscribers. Let's let him have some extra fun on this platform.
Put a bunch of links in the chat right now. You guys can click on them, subscribe things, buy things, do what you got to do. Cody, send me Cody and Brian, send me your channel links in the private chat, and I'll paste them into the live chat. So basically, I don't know if you guys are seeing the ones that Chris is posting. I don't know if if you guys can see them, because I don't know if he can post or not. Let me see. Yeah, Chris, they're not showing up, sadly. So let me see if I can copy them. No, I can't. Oh, I can show them. There we go. There's one. And where else did Chris put up? He put up this one. So there's that one as well. But if you guys can actually send me the stuff in the private chat, Cody and Brian, I'll paste it into the chat for everybody right now.
You can put it in the description, and then it's always.
I'm going to do that after, but just for anybody who's live right now and wants
to
go click on something and subscribe right away, they can do so. That one. There you go. And Cody, just waiting on yours.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Besides just...
It should just.
Fair.
It should just be a. It should just be
Does that work?
YouTube / at
no,
GM Cody.
You guys can't post links in the chat, sadly, so it's just not working. Sorry. Getting 404s. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put them all in the show notes later, guys. Just circle back around. They'll all be linked there for you. You'll be able to get all that good stuff. Do not worry. Until next time, this is me, the Gen X JM, saying for all these fantastic gamers you saw here, peace, love, geek, live long and prosper, prosperity and long life. And apparently I made a big mistake, and I should just be running a Star Trek channel at this point. Do you?
You're allowed to move around and try different things.
Yeah.
Be quiet.